Please welcome Jasa and Laken Anderson to the stage for a special introduction.
FFA members and guests, my name is Jasa Anderson.
And my name's Laken Anderson.
We are honored to introduce to you a sibling who has never been the fastest out of all 5 of us siblings.
As a matter of fact, she's lucky to be alive after running from a man-eating Doberman.
As kids, we used to jump on hay bales in the field behind our house. On a certain summer afternoon, we decided some hay bale jumping would be fun, until we later realized that the neighbor's Doberman had escaped. The Doberman caught a glimpse of us and it was over. Our sister, not being the fastest, was the last in line to jump and tripped over a tree root. She then proceeded to play dead, so the dog would not get her, and the rest of us climbed our way to the tallest hay bale for safety. Thank goodness for our mom that day for coming out with a baseball bat.
Even though my sister has never been the fastest, she has never been afraid to stand up what she believes in or speak her mind.
This person has always had a smile on her face from day one and has never met a stranger. If you've ever met her, you know that she is passionate about FFA, her religion, her family and friends, and that she is the most kind-hearted, hardworking, and generous person.
And she's always willing to help me make mac and cheese. We are pleased to introduce you to our sister,
Mackenzie Anderson, your Kansas FFA State Sentinel.
So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear when it hasn't been your day.
You may not be able to tell now, but growing up, I tried to play every sport I could. From basketball to volleyball to swim team and even track. I won't lie to you and tell you I was good at any of these sports, but I definitely tried. In 8th grade during track season, I decided I was gonna run the 800-meter dash. The day came that I had to face the consequences of my own actions. I actually had to run 800 meters. Bang, the gun went off and I tried to find my pace. Now the first lap, everyone kept up with me. But the second, I kicked it into gear and got ahead of everyone else. Or at least that's what my coach told me should have happened. But instead, 3 minutes and 34 seconds later, I rolled in dead last. Before I could even accept my defeat, I looked up to see my entire family and all of my friends cheering me on embarrassingly loud. That was the first time I underestimated my team of supporters. No matter how many times I airballed in basketball, missed a serve in volleyball, swam like a rock in swim team, or way overestimated my abilities in track, I always had a team of supporters at the finish line screaming louder than the rest. Fast forward to the day before Thanksgiving, my freshman year. My mom's entire family gathered to go to the movies. After tons of laughs and popcorn, we all headed back to my house. My mom said, "Hey, Mackenzie, go run inside and unlock all the doors so that way everyone can get in when they get here." I jumped out of the pickup and ran through the garage, something I've done a million times before. But this time, everything was different. When I opened the door, a cloud of smoke so large and thick poured out, it could have knocked me off my feet. I turned around to see my dad already running towards me, and I was ushered back to the car. I could hear all the sirens, see people crying, feel my aunt's arms around me, and all I was thinking is, this can't be happening. It's impossible to explain all of the emotions going through my body in those few moments. Imagine you're on a roller coaster and you're going up the tallest hill. Your stomach starts to turn as you hear that dreaded tick, tick, tick. As you roll over, you drop, and you never stop dropping. That is the closest way I can explain what losing what seemingly everything in a split second feels like. Just a month later, I was sitting in my church pew thinking about everything that had happened just one month before. In one night, I had moved out of my house with nothing but a bag of smoky clothes. I didn't even have a toothbrush to use that evening. I opened my eyes and looked around the church to see it decorated with everything Christmas. I couldn't help but imagine all the Christmas traditions my family had to miss out on because of our circumstances. I looked up to see my priest moving towards me, and as he got to me, he tried to comfort me by saying, "Everything happens for a reason." We hear about these things happening to other people, but never in a million years would we imagine that this could happen to us. This is what I was feeling in that moment. So many people in my life tried to show me their unwavering support, but I continued to push them away. They could never know what we were going through, and they could never know what it was like to open that door to everything destroyed. They continued to push their unwavering support on me by saying everything happens for a reason and everything's going to be all right, but that infuriated me in my moments of pain. But looking back, I realized that their unwavering support is what I needed most in my moments of pain. There are so many people in our lives that support us through the highs and the lows. How did they appear in our lives? What barriers did they break down to help make us successful? And do we thank them enough? Let's close our eyes. Imagine a circle. Now in that circle, imagine that friend who always picks up the check when you forget your wallet. Imagine that teacher who always gives you extensions when you need them. Imagine that family member who always asks you about your day. Imagine that teammate who always holds you accountable. Imagine their faces if we showed them the gratitude that they deserved. Let's open our eyes. Those people that you just imagined are your circle of friends, family, and supporters. My circle is comprised of my entire family, my officer team, my Clovia sisters, my ag teachers, and so many more people. Those same people who stood by me through every failed race. Those same people who continued to push their unwavering support on me when I didn't want it. Those are the people I found in my circle. The people I could hear screaming before I even got to the end of the finish line after 3 minutes and 34 seconds. The same people that I continued to show me their unwavering support even when I tried to push them away. They empowered me in my circle by continuing to show their loud cheers, their support, their love, and most importantly, their prayers. If we continue to appreciate those people in our circle, we will reap the benefits of being surrounded by the people that love us most. There are 1,440 seconds in a day. It takes 5 minutes to tell a person thank you face to face. It takes 3 minutes to leave a note of appreciation on someone's desk, and it takes 1 minute to text someone we're thankful for them. If we show the little acts of gratitude towards the people in our circle, we will reap the benefits of being surrounded by the people that love us most. Those same people who are in our circle are going to be the people who stand by us through every failed test score, every accomplishment, every failed race, and every terrible travesty. They will continue to stand by and support us through every single phone call, no matter how many miles we move away. Those people have and will continue to make a positive impact on our lives. If we continue to acknowledge the people in our circle, we will continue to grow as people. We need to learn to not only acknowledge those in our circle, but we need to learn to serve those people back. Kansas FFA, find your circle, empower your circle, and most importantly, embrace your circle.
Mackenzie, your bright smile and contagious laugh is always a joy to have around. You can never know a stranger and are always willing to talk to the first person that is willing to have a conversation. Your love for all things Disney reminds us to not forget our past selves and love the small things in life. You also know how to put on a livestock show pretty well. I'm excited to see what you'll do in the future with your students when you get into the classroom. Love always, Emma, Carly, Callie, Kirsten, and Aiden. Kansas FFA, your 2022-2023 Kansas FFA State Sentinel, Mackenzie Anderson. Please join me in welcoming a few people who have prepared Mackenzie for her year of service and given up time with her so she can spend it with Kansas FFA members.
Dad, thank you for supporting me through thick and thin and through failure and success. Thank you for always cracking jokes when I need them the most and for making me better. Thanks for being my dad. Mom, thank you for always pushing me to be better, to always being the person I can go to, and for being my #1 supporter. Thank you for driving me to my 6 a.m. start times for career and leadership development events my entire freshman year. Thanks for being my mom. Kansas FFA members and guests, please join me in welcoming my parents, James and Betsy Anderson, as I bestow upon them their honorary state FFA degree. Mr. Holliday, even though you weren't my teacher in the classroom, you taught me everything else I know in life. Thank you for showing me kindness through everything, for teaching me to find the humor in no matter what I did, and for the countless funny videos I have of you dancing. Thank you for everything you have ever done for me and the atmosphere you provided me. Thanks for being my ag advisor. Ms. Holliday, thank you for being my teacher, my advisor, my best friend, and everything in between. Thanks for always grammar checking everything that I do, for coaching me through all the events that I've participated in, and for being my constant support system. Thank you for providing me with every atmosphere that I've ever loved, for showing me the true fun in agriculture, and providing me with a family. Kansas FFA, please join me in welcoming my ag teachers, Mr. and Mrs. Cody and Cheyenne Holliday. Ms. Shackelford, thank you for always pushing me to be better, for encouraging me to go to every event that I could, for being my principal, and for being a friend that I could always go to. Thank you for always supporting us in everything that we do. Ms. Bruce, thank you for approving every event that we asked to go to, no matter how far it was. From being my principal to my superintendent, you have seen me at all different levels and always pushed me to be better. Thank you for providing an amazing school district that you continue to work towards. Kansas FFA members and guests, please join me in welcoming my principal and my superintendent, Miss Mindy Bruce and Miss Michelle Shackelford.
Thank you for continually supporting and believing in Mackenzie and the FFA. Members and guests, please join me in thanking these exceptional individuals one last time as they exit the stage.